Hey, hey, it's Donna. Hopefully, I'm streaming in the right location. I forgot to look. Let me just make sure that I am in the right location of where I streamed last time. But I'm assuming that that should work. It's always great to double check, right? Because I do tend to stream in different locations. So if you can see and hear me okay, and I'm on my profile, hopefully, I'm on my profile, just give me a little thumb up here. But let me just double check, right? But I will assume that it's going in the right place. Just as sometimes with tech, you never know, right? So, anyways, if you're jumping in live today, let me know. Let me know if you can see and hear me okay. And I'm just going to check to make sure that my sound is good here. So, if you can see and hear me okay, that's great. So, let me jump in here. So, what I wanted to talk about today is I wanted to talk about unlimited wealth today. Unlimited wealth and what I learned on my recent. I can see myself here, so let me just make sure that my sound is good. Just give me some love if you can see me. Yeah, it sounds like I am. So that's great. So let me dive in. Wonderful, wonderful. I'm on my profile. That's always good to know, right? Okay, so that there's no echo, let me mute that. Okay, so wonderful. So what I wanted to share with you today is unlimited wealth. It's the Unlimited Wealth series. And I just wanted to come on here and share some of the shifts that I've made and some of the things that I've been doing behind the scenes and some of the mistakes, and that I've had to go through and some of the things that I've learned. And I just want to share with you guys in this series. So we're on number 2. Today, what I wanted to talk about, though, was what I learned about sales and the importance of creating generational wealth while visiting the Bob Marley Museum in Jamaica recently. So I hope that this will be helpful for you where you're at in the journey. So let me just say, though, for if you're watching me for the first time and you're not familiar with who I am, I'm Donna, of course, and I am a leading marketing and business growth strategist for coaches and service-based entrepreneurs who desire to show up more powerfully and intentionally so that they can connect with the people who they're meant to serve and strategically position their businesses for profits without using complicated strategies and systems. I'm also an author, wife, mom, among other roles. And I live in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. So thanks for joining me today, whether you're watching live or on the replay. And if you're jumping on, whether you're on the replay or the live, let me know where you're tuning in from. I always like to know that. And just a heads up as well that I'll be on 2 cameras. So I'll be looking in 2 different directions. Okay. And any comments or questions that you might have, just drop them below because I will come back around and answer those and respond to those for you. Okay. So let me dive in. No, as I was saying that on my recent trip to Jamaica, I have some things that I just want to share with you. But before I go ahead, though, I'm going to ask you if you're at a stage in your business and if what I say resonate with you today. I'm just going to ask you to go ahead and book your Profit and Freedom call by clicking the link below. The link will be either in the description above or I'll drop it in the comments when I'm done in this live. Okay? So another thing I'd like you to do as well is share if you know someone who could benefit from what I'm sharing today, right? You can go ahead and share it. And as a matter of fact, you can go ahead and tag them right now, right? Let's get more women to make the shifts that are necessary to get the results that they desire for their lives and businesses. Are you with me on this, right? Okay. So let me just dive in now, and I will just tell you a little bit of the story behind why, I want to share this with you and what I was reflecting on. As I was saying, I visited the Bob Marley Museum, right, on my recent trip, and it was a phenomenal experience. I've learned a few things that I'd like to share with you today. And one of the things that I want to say is how evident it is that Bob Marley created wealth and legacy that runs generation deep. And I could see that and feel that before I even entered inside the museum. Right? And I wish I could have taken pictures and recordings of the presentation, but if you've been to museums, they don't want you to do that, right? So, but I could see people taking pictures and all that, but I decided that I wouldn't do that. So, is there anyone else who desire to create unlimited wealth? Right? So that they can leave a legacy for many generations to come. Anyone else? Whether you're watching live on the replay, are you with me? Because I do. Right? We want that. Right? How cool would it be if we could build wealth and leave a legacy that goes deep? Right? 6 generation deep, and it goes on and on and on and on. Wouldn't that be lovely? Right? We know it's possible. Right? So don't forget though, because I know some of you guys will be diving in here, that if you are ready to take the next step on your journey, there's a link above and one below. So you can always book a call. Okay? So here's the thing. This is what I've discovered. People think that it is difficult to create and sell high ticket offers. But after personally investing in high level programs and having sold multiple high ticket offers and being in proximity with people who are selling 10,000, 25,000, 50,000, and even 100K offers, it's becoming normal in my world. I see that, right? And if you are a coach or a service provider, right? We know that that's what we're striving for, right? We hear about the 20K months and the 50K months and the 100K months. And some of these are even like paid in full, right? Offers, right? So one of the best ways that I think of us in this space to create generational wealth is not just only to be self-employed, but to build something, to build a legacy. And when I think of legacy, I think of people like Bob Proctor, right? Or Bob Marley, as I was saying, and so many who have turned Zig Ziglar. If you're in this space, you'll know who that is, right? So here's what I want to share with you after reflecting on my recent visit. Are you ready? Are you ready? Drop ready, even if you're watching the replay. Come on, engage with me. So, number one, on my visit, it was an experience. Are you with me? There was an experience. A guided tour that was well presented. So it was clear that they had a process, a framework, a methodology for how they wanted people to experience their visits. And this should be how it should be for our clients, right? We're not just offering another program or another course, but we're offering an experience for them, right? And if you can offer an experience, that's going to set you apart from the others in your space. Come on now. You all know that I have a marketing background pretty much, right? If you're in my space for a while, you'll know that, right? So it's an experience, and it's the thing that's going to differentiate you from the others in your space, right? So number one was the experience. Number two was the brand. There are 3 words that I'd use to describe Bob Marley's brand. These are the words for me that came up. 1 is authentic. 1 is carefree. 2 is carefree. And 3, there's no doubt that he was creative and that he uses his life experiences to create the music and the song behind his music. Right? And during that tour, they would tell us where he was on his life journey and why he created certain songs. And I will share more as I dive deeper, right? So what I want, what people who knew Bob Marley, right, knew that he stood for love, truth, and peace. And this was evident after seeing the tabloids, the write-ups in the newspaper, and seeing the pictures on the walls and hearing the stories behind that, right? But there's no doubt that Bob had a tremendous love for humanity. He had a tremendous love for humanity. And for you who are in this space, sharing this space with me, I want to remind you, this is what I remind my clients about, that their brand is more than just their logos, right? Your brand is more than your logos, your colors, your fonts, your website, what your funnel looks like, right? It's about that feeling as well. So what does your brand say about you? How do you want people to feel when they interact with your brand? How do you want them to feel? Can you think of words that is authentically you? It's not just some made up words, but it's words that, it's things that you're portraying. You're probably already portraying from your pure self, right? That highest version of yourself that we know exists deep within you somewhere, right? So that was number 2, brand. How do you want people to feel about you? And number 3, the commitment that Bob Marley had. The commitment that might not be evident to the outside world, but having seen up close what his life was like, and having learned about the experiences that he encountered along his life journey, right? I came away with, he was so committed to his passion, to changing lives, to show love through his music, right? Bob Marley moved despite the obstacles that he had to face on his life's journey. Did you know that he continued to sing even after he was diagnosed with terminal cancer? And that before his last tour, he was told that his cancer had spread to his brain and that he could collapse on stage at any time, even on stage at any time. But he continued because he had made a commitment. He continued because he was passionate about what he was doing. Right? Because too often we make commitment to others and sometimes even to ourselves, and we don't follow through. In many cases, we'll follow through with the commitments that we make to others because this is just who we are, right? This is just who we are, putting ourselves last and taking care of the others around us, right? This is who we are. And if you're in my world, right, and you're following my content, I know that this is who you are as well, because these are the people that I attract, right? We are committed, but to a fault, right? We commit to others, and we sometimes then we fall short on us, and even as an overachiever, right? Because that's really who I am, an achiever who will set goals and go after it and achieve it, but I will still sometimes put myself last because I'm a mom. But I'm learning. These are some of the shifts that I've had to make to say, hey, this is important. I'm building something here. I'm creating something here. Are you with me? So you want to see that others are being taken care of or that they succeed in their endeavors. But let me ask you, what about you though? Right? What about you? Right? So we've got to stay committed to the vision that we have for our lives, the vision that we have for our businesses, because this is how we're going to create impact. This is how we're going to change lives, right? The lives of the others around us, right? As I was saying, I'm also a mom. So leaving my children a legacy and building something is important to me as well, right? So number 4, that is generational wealth. As I was saying, I could feel that throughout. Bob Marley's legacy and money will live on. There's no doubt, right? This is another thing too. Bob Marley was born from a black mother and a white father. So he never felt fit in. He never felt like he fit in anywhere, right? He was too much for his black friends, right? And because of this, he turned to music. Music was his outlet, right? This is how he started. And then as life goes on, he started to experience certain things. So he would sing songs about them. One of the things, and I kind of forgot about what happened to Bob Marley, is that he was shot at one time, right? He and his wife were both shot. And I'm learning that it might have been because people thought that he was taking sides in politics, right? And it might have been ordered from the higher ups. I won't name any names, but the higher ups in those times, the two government officials. So I learned that his wife was in the car taking their kids to school when she was shot. And she pretended that she was gone, right? But she was still alive. And then they went around the back and shot Bob Marley while he was recording with his other members in his studio. And you should see the facility, right, that they now turned into the museum. It's his home, right? So we got to tour his home. And it's a property that was given to him by one of his, I want to say recording manager or the person who signed his record deal. It was given to him, right? So he built his home, and it's a large property. They have like a movie theater where at the end of the tour, it's like 100, they can fit 100 people or so in that theater. And you're able to watch like clips of Bob Marley, you could see some of the tours that he was on. And it was just really well done, that tour. So if you ever happen to be in Jamaica or go to Jamaica, make sure that you visit that, because it is quite an experience. It's well worth it, right? So I learned so much about the thought process, about Bob Marley's music, about his desire to change lives and to show love through his music. Hopefully that makes sense, right? But he was committed. And because he was committed, because he had a passion, right, he was able to create generational wealth. And I know that he had satisfaction from seeing people, right? From seeing people. He was traveling the world, sharing his music. And I'm sure that if you guys go on YouTube, you might be able to see him on stage and seeing how people are reacting to his music, right? Because it's the words. It's not just the music. It's the words that he uses. It's the word that will move you, right? So what's your passion? What are you doing, right? Number 4. Now, number 5, what I discovered from all this is that marketing and sales doesn't have to be complicated. That's the 5th thing that I've learned from this, right? Your job as an entrepreneur is to create awareness around your brand, have a powerful offer, right, that people want, that will change life, that will transform life, right? And also, you want to have a unique methodology, a process, a journey, an experience, and having a marketing and sales strategy to take people through the process. right? Because when people are aware of who you are and what you're about through your messaging and your positioning, the right people will be there when they are ready or when you are ready to make an offer, right? But it takes a strategy. Are you with me on this? Does this make sense? So those are some of the things that I've learned. So as I was saying, right, if you find that you're at a certain point in your journey and you're looking to up level, to shift some things that so that you can create the life and business that you want. I know the people that I work with already know what they're doing. They have their offers, right? They might have their processes already, methodology set, and you're getting results. But you're looking for something for the next level. I work with action-taking, ambitious, mission-led people, right? Who know for sure that they have something to offer. Not only do we focus on the strategies and the processes inside my programs, right? But we also focus on doing the inner work, right? Because if we can combine all these, you'll become unstoppable. Because let me just say that what got you to this level, and I know you might have heard this before, will not get you to the next level, right? And sometimes it's being around other people who are on the same path, right? Or who's ahead of the journey that will help you to get to the next level. Because let's face it, the people around us may not understand. Sometimes they might think that our goal is so big and it's impossible, but we know that it's possible, right? Because we know. How do we know? Because we know that we've already achieved big things. We're already seeing other people doing it, so we know it's possible. We are already getting results, right? So we know it's possible. But it all depends on how fast you want to go. How fast do you want to go? Do you want to take your time and figure things out on your own, right? Or getting help from someone else that might not even really know what they're doing? Let's just face it. Have you ever been there? Right? So if you're interested, you can book a call and we can see where that call will take us, right? Whether we're a good fit to work together. You can go ahead and click the link and apply, right? And I think that's all I wanted to share with you. But as usual, let's keep the conversation going. As I was saying, this is a series that I'm going to be having, and I'll be talking about different things. I'll be talking about different things that's happening in my community, in communities that I'm involved with, the mindset shifts that I've had to go through, the things that are happening with my clients that I think it is worthwhile to share. We'll do that, right? So again, I know that people are watching. I can see people watching. So you can just click the link below and book whether you're watching the replay later or not. And yeah, just want to say thank you for joining me. And I look forward to the next series. I will let you know. Next Tuesday, I'll be on again live. And I'm going to be doing this Tuesdays and Saturdays for the next little while as I share what I want to share and what's in my heart, right? Because if you've been following me for a while, you know that this is a passion for me, that this is the path that God has set before me and the plan, and I know that He's with me. I know that He's with me, and I know that I am here to help, to guide and support as many coaches, thought leaders, course creator, service-based providers as I can. I work with men also, but in my containers, they're women, because I just find it easier to just have women there, that we're not dealing with the male stuff. But I do work one-on-one with clients. So don't hesitate to reach out. I'm here to serve. Okay? So know that I'm sending you away with a lot of love. And I just want to say thank you for joining today. Okay? Talk to you later. Bye.